Wesley, you just drew your game against Arjun Erigaisi. You were up a pawn at some point. It looked like you were in control, but things were always a little bit messy.
Yeah, I mean, I probably made it to. I probably made it a bit too messy for my regard. I'm sure there's a clean way, but it was my first classical game against Arjun Erigaisi, and he's improved a lot. He's gained over 100 rating points, and I'm very curious to see how our game would go. Just wanted to play a good game, and we got an interesting position out the opening where I wasn't really expecting much, but then he made some mistakes somewhere, and then it seems like I was in control, like in total control of the game at some point. Like I thought I had very good technical winning chances, but maybe I missed some better move somewhere, because in the game he found this fantastic idea g5 and then queen e5. Because if he doesn't play g5, like then black is simply losing a pawn. Like I think Arjun is such a dynamic player. Many other players would never have played g5 in that kind of position, but he found that, and I thought I was still in total control, but then he played h5, and I realized that his counterplay is faster than I thought it would be. So yeah, I mean, I think it was a pretty nice game. So I had decent chances, but it wasn't enough for a win.
As you said, you were curious, your first classical encounter against Arjun. Were you impressed by his defensive efforts?
Well, I think today wasn't his best game, but I've been looking at his games. He won Tata Steel India twice, and he played extremely well in the Olympiad. Like, I was quite happy not to play him in the last round of the Olympiad, actually. And he's just doing so well. Also, I think he's got a new coach and a new sponsor recently, and he's only 19. So he's got a very good future ahead of him. And I think Fabiano also had high praise for him in the past. And I hope he continues improving. And, I mean, you see all these young, incredibly talented teenagers, but you don't actually know who's going to stay and who's going to fade. So hopefully be him.
There's actually quite a few of these new talents, popping up playing in this tournament. You're
Five
still,
of them here.
Yeah, you're still only 29 years old yourself, but already it feels like you're one of, the older players in this tournament. How exciting is it for you to be playing all of these new generation talents?
Yeah, it's wonderful, and it's nice that that there are a lot of these dedicated young players who love the game of chess, and that makes too. And it's really good to see them, being so ambitious and working so hard. I mean, of course, you need to put a lot of hours, but it kind of reminds me of myself when I was much younger. Like, I played here first when I was 14, but also when I was 16, I was playing the B group, and I was rated around 2670. So I kind of see myself in these young boys, and it's good that there are a lot of these bright new talents coming up.
Well, we look forward to seeing more of your games against them. Thank you so much, Wesley, for your time.
As Magnus said, you got to beat them when they're young, so it didn't work today. But
absolutely, you'll get many more chances in this tournament. Thank you, Wesley. Best of luck.
Yeah, thank you.